Welcome to Business Influencers, to the TALRadio station. Hope everyone is having a great week. It is a wonderful week here in the New York City area. Very cold, but nonetheless, it's all good as we are here in the month of February. It's hard to believe how the time flies. But again, here at Business Influencers, we're dedicated to bringing in content that helps you take your personal success in business to the next level through the power of influence. If you just found us, you found us here at the TALRadio station. Business Influencers have been around since October, but our show continues to grow each and every week because of you, the listeners, that keep coming back each and every week. And we are committed to bringing experts in that are going to help escalate your business and personal success to the next level. Today's show is being brought to you today by Alumni Direct. Alumni Direct is a new social media community platform dedicated to bringing in alumni together from all walks of life. This is an opportunity to not only rekindle old relationships that you've had from your old college days, but also from your fraternity, sorority, perhaps that you're meeting people for the first time. It's a great place to develop authentic relationships, taking out all the noise of social media and allowing you to come in and your watch, not because of some social media notification. Again, this is a membership program that offers a wide variety of affinity programs for business owners and those seeking different types of insurances that can help you and your family. Feel free to check them out at alumnidirect.com. That's alumnidirect.com. Well, we have a great show planned for you today. And our show is going to be around the area of confidence. And as you know, here at Business Influencers, we love to talk about confidence because confidence and influence go hand in hand. We're going to be talking about the master the power of confidence. And our guest expert today, and I know her personally, and she is a great friend of mine, Madeline Fiea, and she is an authentic and powerful confidence expert with a unique 25-year background. She is an author, writer, coach, mentor, online speaker, civility advocate, and recipient of the Certificate of High Esteem awarded by the U.S. military for her extraordinary performances on stages throughout Germany, which is an accomplishment that she cherished and believes with confidence we can do anything. She's also the contributor to Success Profiles magazine, which is sought after for her ability to help you get to the story out and onto paper. And she has been an online presence for years. She takes her personal gifts, talents, and skills and has mastered the art of being a service to entrepreneurs in and out, and comes from thousands of hours of experience, grasping her natural skills with people receiving coaching with some of the top coaches in the US. She's an ongoing learner and commits to no less than 100% of herself with everything that she does. And I could keep going on and on and on. And she's also finishing co-authoring a book and publishing her first solo book, The Power of Confidence, Live Life by Design Rather Than Default, which will be coming out this month here on Amazon. And without further ado, we welcome Madeline Fiea to the show. Madeline, how are you doing today?
I am blushing after that intro. Thank you, Chris. It's an honor to be here. And I want to just say hello and send blessings to your esteemed audience.
Well, thank you so much. And we, Madeline, we love this topic. And you've dedicated your career to this particular area. You have so much experience when it comes to, developing confidence. Let's just talk about first, what is confidence? Why is it so important when we are out there seeking something greater, about ourselves, the gifts that we bring to the world, and those that are seeking more abundance in their life?
Great question, Chris. So it's human nature to want to be around people who are confident. We feel safe. We feel trust in that person. And that person can either be truly confident or appearing to be confident, which I'll talk about later. But confidence is a combination of integrity, trusting yourself, being accountable, being responsible, understanding that experiences don't always go our way, and being able to respond as opposed to react to it, understanding that we have to be compassionate in order for us to be confident, allows us not to be arrogant.
That makes sense.
So confidence is, like everything else, energy. Everything is energy. Confidence can be gained also by our stature. You know, if you see someone with their head hanging down, they're not really confident in that moment. Do you want to do business with them? Probably not. Do I want to do business with someone that seems like a kick butt confident person? Yes, I do. You know me. Yes, I do. And I can say, as a testimonial from experience of myself, stepping into new arenas, you need to be confident because you know you're going to fail. You know you're going to fall. And that's when we get to have that joyous moment to create something new. When we don't have confidence, we feel like the world's happening to us, but it's not. We get to do things. Every time I fell so many times in my life, my forehead is flat. But you know what? I don't care. Consequently, my clients and the people that I'm around, they get to have the benefit of my nicks and scratches. But confidence comes from within. It doesn't come from owning things. I can also say that in true meaning. I've been there. I've been there with the yachts and the private jets and all of that. None of it made me confident. None of it. I was on stage for years. I was killer on stage, but I had an identity crisis. Why? Because there was a gap between who I was as a person as opposed to the singer. So confidence is also embodying your identity. Confidence is knowing that we're not perfect. We're going to accept everything about ourselves. And that goes over into our business. So personally and professionally, confidence eventually brings massive prosperity to you as a human and to your business.
Wow, I love that. Well, you said something really powerful before. You know, when things are happening, they're not happening to us. They're happening for us. So when you're going through a challenge, you're going through a setback, these are things that are happening for us so that we can be, to become, to do, and have better results at a higher level of confidence, instead of it happening to us, which means we're the victim. We're, that this something is not working out, and I'm focusing on the things that are beyond my control rather that are in my control when they're happening for us. If you could shed some more insight to that particular area.
Absolutely. We need to drop our egos in order to be vulnerable. Vulnerable is one of the most powerful states to be in. People think it's weak. When we're vulnerable, we can take a look at where we find our strengths, where we have weaknesses, and we could be confident in knowing that we're not meant to be perfect. We're not meant to always win. There's society today, and I'm going to say this openly, it really bums me out a little bit that, you're going to get an award just for showing up, just for participating. No, we need to challenge ourselves. We need to challenge ourselves, compare less to others, forget about competition unless you're in the Olympics, and understand that everything is energy. Confidence is energy. The money you want to bring in is energy. And we get to enjoy the fruits of our failings. The fruits of our failings is we get to pop up out of everything with resilience if we choose it, because everything's a choice. And I can tell you, I sat at times and didn't realize I was acting like a victim. We're not victims. We've been given life. You wake up, you've got it going on. Be confident, thank God, or thank whatever it is that moves you. So I really believe that when we cultivate courage, resilience, faith, forget about limiting beliefs, move them out of the way, give yourself 3 seconds to be in the pity pot, you can act as though you're confident and eventually you're going to wear that suit with honor.
No, it's so true. We like to call it here at Business Influencers, trusting the process.
Yes.
Of, knowing that you can control what you can and let go of what you can. And what you can control every day is your communication to yourself. You talked about letting go of limiting beliefs. You don't have to listen to that inner critic. You can choose the inner champion. You can control your communication to another human being. You can control your behavior, your attitude, your emotions to whatever you're going through, and your course of action. But you can't control everybody, those 5 things in another person. So, but a lot of times as people, we get caught up in the things we can't control. So
Absolutely.
It's so important to what you just said, that we need to kind of, focus in on those things that we can control, that we can make it, a shift in our thinking and what we say to do something that's better for us.
I love that, Chris. And it's so true. And again, from experience, I found that the more I could embody self-love, it was actually being less selfish. Self-love is what you're going to mirror to the world. So when you're confident in who you are, you're going to attract that. And that goes for personal life and business. We also find people who walk around with bravado, and I just want to grab them and give them a hug and say, let's have a conversation. Because, you've got amazing things about you. Everybody's got genius in them. And the confident part of understanding that and being able to accept it, receive it. You always say something I love: receive without resistance. And I do that, and I think of your voice. I hear your voice in my head, and I'm like, you know what? That is so true. Deservingness. We need to understand, and that's part of confidence. You have to be able to deserve. You do deserve. We are so habitual that we get stuck in even a bad habit and behavior feels comfortable. So we're not walking out of that behavior. It's like I just had a conversation with someone today. We're rewriting those stories. You don't have to spend a lot of time on the past, but let's be in solution mode. Let's get you to a confident place where you can let go. You can rewrite a story and move on quicker and quicker and quicker each time something comes up where you need to stand up for yourself, speak out when everyone around you is giving you noise, when everyone around you is saying, that's never going to work. And I want you to tell yourself, yeah, watch me. And then love yourself. Get into that position where you've got the resilience. You've been through a lot in your life. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Confidence, in other words, for me, is that complete acceptance of self. I'm 5'2". I can't not be confident about that because it's never going to change, except maybe when I start shrinking as I'm older. But it's never going to change. And to be honest, in my life, it never bothered me. But there are other things I wasn't confident about. We all have areas of life where our confidence is stronger one day than it is another day. So don't think that confidence needs to be all pillars of life 24/7, 365, because it's not. But we want to work on confidence in understanding that as it relates to us, not as it relates to someone else. I couldn't control COVID. I could only control how I responded. I can't control what someone says, but I can control how I feel about it emotionally. Emotional IQ has a lot to do with confidence. And it takes extremely deep inner work for most of us. I know it did for me. And I'm going to say this, it wasn't always fun. It sometimes can be painful, but the pain is worth it because that's when we're getting to the truth. That's when we're accepting that we're growing. That's when we wake up and we open that box of possibility and we go, yes, I deserve that. I can handle this light. I can handle all of this. Whatever happens, I'm confident enough to know that I will be in a solution mode. Whatever methodology I need to use, whatever thinking I need to embrace, I will do it. And I will also accept what my best is. I'm not going to care what someone else thinks my best is. My best. I lay my head on the pillow at night and go, yeah, guess what? That was pretty darn good. And that's a beautiful thing. And we're allowed. It's like the science of getting rich. You deserve to be rich. Why not? That takes confidence to believe. You can't just say it. A lot of people are memes. They are memes. They are the meme. You've got to be the meme. You can't just say everything looks good, Pollyanna this, Pollyanna that. You know me, no BS, no fluff. But I have a ton of compassion and a heart that's never ending. And sticking that confidence in there took time. Can you imagine being on stages all over the world? Confident on stage and off the stage? Who the heck was I? And I say this openly to your very esteemed audience, because I know they are, because someone may experience this at their job, in their relationship, in the way they're feeling. You may feel really confident in one area of your life, but it takes tremendous inner work to feel confident as a person, as your identity. Your identity is who you are, no matter where you go. You take you with you. You're going to move to another state. The environmental change, maybe it'll inspire you for a day or a week or a month, but you're going to be right there. It's all going to come back up. So we need to go deep down to the root. We need to go deep down into our souls, and we need to accept not only the bad things. I find that it's difficult for people to accept their goodness, to accept their deservingness, to accept the fact that they have genius. Well, I can't say that because then it'll hurt this person. And, you know, when we stay with groups of people, for me, what worked for me, and I suggest this to everyone, I am going to be honest, it is not easy. Eliminate people, places, things, behaviors that do not benefit you, because in the end, life is shorter than we realize. And when we get to wherever it is, we want to be able to say in truth, I really did my best, even though it hurt, even though I had to say goodbye to someone. I was confident and in faith and in belief that the next step was going to be even greater. So for me, that's basically how I look at confidence. You have to believe in yourself, and that those limiting beliefs kill dreams.
Yeah. So Madeline, how if somebody is looking to develop their confidence, what would be the first step that you would say that start that process?
Okay, so the first step is to forget anything superficial and dive. You've really got to look in, and you have to have a little bit of a backbone to say, yeah, you know what? I do talk too much, or I do this, or yeah, I am resentful, or yeah, I really don't think that I have enough belief in myself. You have to face those things before you can remove those things, because we don't change a behavior, we replace it. And being confident is like anything else. It's behavior. So one of the most basic things anyone can do is just breathe and stand tall. The moment you put your shoulders back and you hold your head high, your whole body, your whole being has another essence. And then the other thing is smile, even if you don't feel like it. And that kicks off the chemicals in our brain and we get that dopamine rush. But it's natural. It's like a natural high. And even if you do that for a week, 5 times a day, let's get used to that new feeling of everything is going to be okay. We're used to like, oh, when's the other foot going to drop? The ceiling's going to cave in. I went through that before. You know what? Life is full of surprises and miracles. And the more we get to our top of the vibrational mountain, the more we're going to attract good things. So that confidence that you're going to start bringing in by just holding your body in a specific way is the ball that will start rolling. Once you start that, the next thing is to sit down and write everything that's amazing about you that you're afraid to say to other people, that you're embarrassed. I'll give you an example. I've rewritten my bio 1,000 times because I've done so much. I was ashamed to say it. I'm saying that openly because I know someone's out there thinking that. We all go through stuff, and I love being transparent because that's how we learn. So write down everything good about you. Forget the bad stuff. Write down everything good. Write down your strengths. Write down the things you'd like to do. Act as if. I have someone that I'm working with who wants a Corvette. For good reasons. It's not for, to be arrogant. And so now is smell the Corvette, feel the Corvette, be the Corvette. Now you want to be the person in the Corvette. A confident person is probably going to look better in the Corvette than someone who's got a confidence problem. Confidence is also getting up each day and forgetting what happened yesterday if it was not beneficial. That's a big one. And I will give credit to Dr. Joe Dispenza, who I study. And he showed me through his writings and my implementation how to do that. So when we wake up in the morning, we have a tendency to go right back to a problem from yesterday. You can't feel confident. So wake up in the morning and get out of bed on the other side of the bed. Just disrupt the state. Wake up, open the blinds or the curtains or whatever it is. Look at light. That will give you energy. Confidence is really about embracing who you are no matter what. And while there are lots of techniques and lots of steps to go through it, it's an individual thing because anyone can learn to be confident.
No, it's so true. What you just said. And I loved how you illustrated that process with us, Madeline, because it's so true that it can, and it can identify and resonate with, so many people that are listening to this show right now. And then those will be listening later. I would love, to offer this next minute or two where you could share with the audience, more about if people are looking to get, develop more confidence, how can they get in touch with you, reach out to you? What are you up to that they can reach out and connect with you for further information?
I would love for people to reach out because my mission is people stand up, speak up, and I don't mean in an arrogant manner. Be who you are. We are in a society and a time where we are fearful. So I would love for you to reach out to me. You can, if you're on Facebook, you can DM me. I'm open to that. You can email me. That's how I am open. Creative mindset at Comcast.net. Sorry about that, but and that's creative mindset, all one word, at Comcast.net. I'm fighting with the phone. I love it.
That's okay.
That's okay. And that's just it. And that's a perfect example. Be confident that nothing from outside of you will hurt you unless you allow it to. Okay. The other thing is that I have a Thursday mastermind at 11 a.m. Eastern time. And if you go to Madeline Fiella on Facebook, and the last name is F-A-I-E-L-L-A, you will see the invitation. Register for free right now for the month of February. And we've had some amazing guests.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's great. It's been great masterminding. This Thursday, we're going to be international. I'd love to have you there. It makes no difference what industry you're in, because we're talking about the person, not about what you do. The other thing is you can reach me on LinkedIn. Just pop my name in, Madeline Fiella. You can reach me on Facebook in Goal-Focused Entrepreneurs. And just, if you can't find me, reach out to Chris. He'll send you to me. I love it. And I just want people to know that, you know what, I'm not perfect. So I'm also working on things like getting different links that'll be easier for you, but it's worth it. Reach out.
Well, we'll definitely, Madeline, we want to make sure that everybody that is listening right now, that will be listening later, we encourage you to reach out to Madeline. Again, she is here on Facebook, also on LinkedIn, and definitely take her up on that Facebook group. You know, an opportunity to engage with her and where she can expand more on what she shared here today. Madeline, I want to thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to be with us here today. Thank you so much. Listeners, we want to thank you each and every week joining us here at Business Influencers. Again, we are committed to your success and for your business, wherever you decide to take it, by bringing in guests like Madeline, sharing from their personal experience and sharing from their personal wisdom. You know, this isn't textbook stuff. This is stuff from the heart. And again, we want to thank everybody for being here. And until then, we wish everybody a great rest of your week, and we will see you on the next episode. Have a great one.